It's the most powerful show on television. High drama, with intense energy. A show dedicated to a few brave souls who risk their lives for the sake of their craft. Its in-depth reporting goes to the core and unlocks the mysteries behind today's raciest sport. Motorsports. Catch it when you can.
The Speed Station welcomes you to Texas Motor Speedway for the running of the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. Eric Almirola wins his first pole of the year above Kyle Busch, who is returning to the 18 car this weekend. Daniel Suarez, who is a two-time winner now in Cup, qualifies third. Logano fourth, Alex Bowman fifth, Chase Briscoe sixth, Chase Elliott in seventh, Ryan Newman in eighth, Ryan Blaney in ninth, and William Byron round out the top 10.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Today's race is 134 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 36, and Stage 2 ends on lap 72. If either of the first or second stages go caution-free, they will have to make a pit stop. And granted, they will have to make a pit stop in the final stage, so if we get no wrecks, which has really never happened at Texas, we will end up with one pit stop in every single stage. And we are green at Texas. Almirola starting to get a push from the 00. The 99 car got into the inside line. Kyle Busch starting to fall back. Looks like he may fall to third. But the 99 car already making a move under his teammate. Suarez now 3 wide and 2 rows. Chase Briscoe up into second position. Eric Almirola still the leader. And the first lap at Texas will be led by Almirola. Kyle Busch still losing positions up on the outside line. A little bit out of the groove. The preferred racing line in turns 1 and 2 is only about 2 cars wide. Here comes a move by Chase Elliott under the 99 car. 2 chases in 2 different number 9s. Elliott will take second position. Daniel Suarez back on the inside of the 99. Looks like he might clear Briscoe into turn 1. Chase Elliott has now taken the lead off Eric Almirola on the exit of turn 2. Almirola and Elliott still running side by side on the exit of 4 though. A little bit of side draft and Almirola still the leader. Elliott does have a push coming from Suarez, and it looks like the 9 and 00 will clear the 10 on the exit of turn number 2. The 00 still working with the 9 down the back straightaway, but now he makes his move to the inside, entering 3. Daniel Suarez has the lead. He's got teammate Ross Chastain running in third position. Elliott starting to fight back on the outside. Suarez had to get out of the throttle. Now the 9 car has taken the lead back into turn 3. Let's see who'll get it off 4. Elliott still carrying momentum up on the high side, but the 00 came up to side draft. Elliott still the leader at the start-finish line, but the 00 starting to inch ahead into 1. Suarez getting a bit of a push from teammate Chastain, and now Chastain into second. Now Chase Elliott has teammate Alex Bowman on his inside for third spot. And now the 88 car up into third position. Kevin Harvick, who started around 19th spot, has already made his way up in 6th spot behind teammate Eric Almirola. Chase Elliott trying out the top side. It's not going to work getting by teammate Bowman, but Bowman already up on the inside of Chastain. This has let Suarez gap second position by almost 0.4 of a second. But it looks like Alex Bowman will take second spot. Chastain still trying to fight back by side drafting on the outside. Chastain getting a push from Chase Elliott. And the 55 car is now cleared the 88 for second position. Daniel Suarez had to get out of the throttle on the exit of turn 2. He's got a run coming from his teammate Chastain. Into 3, they run side by side. And Suarez lost the lead very easily. He's already down to third. Chastain into the lead with Chase Elliott going up into second. Now going for the top spot into turn 1. Chastain dove it in, and so did Suarez. Suarez getting a run on the 9 and has retaken second position. He's trying to cross over on his teammate into 3. At the start-finish line, it's going to be Daniel Suarez to lead lap 12. Kevin Harvick has now made his way up into the top 5. Elliott giving the 00 a bit of a push into turn 3, and Harvick making a move 3 wide on the inside for third, with Chase Elliott trying to take the lead but had to get out of the throttle. Now Harvick side drafting the 9. Harvick, who's riding a streak of 2 wins in a row, is now up into second position. So at the moment, your top 5 is Suarez, Harvick, Almirola, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Sieg has made his way up into 5th. He's doing very good this year on the mile and a halves. But here comes the 88 car up on the outside. Alex Bowman into 4th position now. That drops Sieg down to 6th. Almirola gets pushed up the hill and now 3 wide off turn 4. Chastain got out of the throttle, but that's going to lead to him losing several positions. Chase Elliott got way out of the throttle on the entry to turn 3, fell down to 4th position. He was battling alongside Harvick, but fell down to 4th when teammate Alex Bowman got up under him. Here comes a run by Harvick on the exit of turn number 2. Down on the inside of Suarez. Harvick is back out front. Suarez down to 2nd. Chase Elliott made his way back up into 3rd position. Chase Elliott will take 3rd spot off teammate Bowman. He's got help coming from Ryan Sieg in the 39, who's trying to go for 4th spot. He has it at the start-finish line. And here comes a move by Suarez into 1. Had to get out of the throttle when the 4 took his air. The 88 and 39 cars still run side by side on the exit of turn 2. This is the battle for 4th spot. Looks like Bowman might have got out of the throttle on the entry to 3. And now the 39 officially has the position. Martin Truex Jr. runs in 6th position. He's trying to get by the 88 for 5th. Trying to get back into his winning ways after winning 6 races last season. Suarez on the inside of Harvick into turn 3. Harvick dove it into turn number 3 a little bit harder than the 00 and will clear him once again on the exit of 4. Ryan Sieg on the inside of the 9, going for 3rd position. Harvick did not get a very good turn number 2. 00 car back on his inside. Remember that this is the very same racetrack that last fall Harvick wrecked out with teammate Almirola and Martin Truex Jr. on the back straightaway in an incident caused by Harvick, and it almost knocked him out of the championship 4. Daniel Suarez the leader at the start-finish line. Chase Elliott going for 2nd spot now on the 4. Harvick building a little bit of a run on the exit of 2 though, side by side with the 00 once again. Suarez back out front. The 88 car on the inside of the 19. This is still the battle for 5th spot. Looks like Truex has it for the moment. Truex went way wide on the entry to turn 1. Lost a few spots, but Chase Elliott also got loose. It looks like Truex might make his way up into 4th. Kevin Harvick back with another run on the 00 into 1. Looks like Harvick's going to get a good exit at turn number 2. Might be able to slide up in front of the 00. The 4 car is back out front, the 39 into second position. And Martin Truex Jr. running in third spot now. Well, he's trying to get third spot off the 00. Contact between the 4 and 39 on the exit of 4. That definitely slowed up Harvick and let Sieg on the inside. Kevin Harvick got a good run on the exit of 2, will clear the 39 once again. Daniel Suarez falling back on the outside line. Looks like he might fall down to 7th position into turn number 1. Martin Truex Jr. just moved the 39 car up the hill, vying for 2nd position. Chastain runs in 5th position. In this trail of cars that just pushed the 19 car up the hill, Chase Elliott ran him wide on the entry to turn 1, but that gave the 19 a run on the outside of the 39. We have less than 10 laps to go in stage 1, 3 wide once again, but now on the exit of 4. The 9 car up the inside, the 39 on the outside. They made contact. This is just the battle for 2nd position. Whoa, the 18 car got way out of line, 4 wide for a moment, and lost about 5 spots doing that move. Kevin Harvick has gapped 2nd position by almost half a second. And now your top 5 at the moment is Kevin Harvick above Ryan Sieg, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and Martin Truex Jr., who is battling for the spot with Daniel Suarez. We are now going to have pit stops before the end of the stage. Chase Elliott going on to pit road. Now Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain hit pit road, as well as Harvick, and the 88 car missed the commitment cone. That's surely going to be an illegal stop for Bowman. Still Martin Truex Jr. on the racetrack. William Byron stayed out as well. Chase Briscoe is still on the racetrack. Will they be coming in this time by? It looks like they will. We do have 1 car staying out, that being the 1 car of Kurt Busch. Now the stage will end in 4 laps, so they're trying to get the money associated with a stage win through strategy right now, because the caution will fall at the end of lap 36. Joe Logano is also still on the racetrack with Kurt Busch. Looks like Busch is heading on to pit road this time by Will Logano. Yes, he is. Alex Bowman had to serve his penalty for missing the commitment cone and still pitting, and he is now in 35th position. This is the battle for the lead. Coming off pit road is Kurt Busch. That will be new leader Kevin Harvick. The guy who still runs in 2nd position is Ryan Sieg, 3rd spot held by Chase Elliott. At the start-finish line, we are only going to have 2 laps to go in stage 1. And there's the white flag in stage 1 for Kevin Harvick. Ryan Sieg still trying to build momentum on the 4. I don't think he's close enough to try to make a move, and Chase Elliott has fallen off massively. Sieg has been close the last 2 weekends to a stage victory, but still not good enough. Kevin Harvick will take the green and white checkered flag for stage 1. Ryan Sieg in 2nd position, Chase Elliott in 3rd, and Martin Truex Jr. in 4th. NASCAR on Speed Station is being brought to you by Built by Me Chassis and Engine Parts, by Smeat Heat, the real canned meat paste, and by Start and Park, the official motel brand of NASCAR. Alex Bowman was in jeopardy of falling 1 lap down, but with the stage caution, he was saved, although he does run in 39th position, but he's at least not 1 lap down. Kevin Harvick got blocked on the exit of pit road, and now the Busch brothers exit pit road 1st and 2nd with 2 tire stops, as well as Blaney in 3rd, Ryan Sieg in 4th, Ty Dillon in 5th. This has really jumbled up the field, with Kevin Harvick losing almost 12 spots on pit road. You want to know how much traffic there was on pit road? Well, it was so bad that Kevin Harvick is now going to restart in 16th position. He came down pit road as the leader. but he got blocked by two different cars entering his pit stall and just barely missed it. You know, it's amazing to think that Kurt Busch hasn't won a Cup Series race since August 2018, and his brother Kyle hasn't won a race since June 2019. So both Busch brothers on quite long winless streaks. Two cars one lap down, those being Denny Hamlin and Cole Custer for damage they received on pit road. And we are green for stage 2. Kyle Busch did not get a very good restart on his brother Kurt. He already let Ryan Blaney up on his inside. Two lap cars hooking up on the inside of Kurt Busch, those being Custer and Hamlin. That's let the 12 car of Blaney on his inside. Kyle Busch gets down to the bottom. Kurt Busch going 3 wide. Ty Dillon up the inside for second position. And Ryan Blaney is now the leader. Kurt Busch falling back many spots right now. After only one lap, Kurt Busch has fallen down into 7th. Ryan Blaney still the leader. Ty Dillon with a bit of a run with his brother Austin behind him. Here comes a move by the lap car of Denny Hamlin on the leader Ryan Blaney. That forces the 12 car up the hill. The 3 car took second and now the lead on the exit of turn 4. Ty Dillon gets back down onto the bottom. Looks like he's going to be in 3rd position. Ross Chastain up into 2nd. A little bit of contact between the 00 and 13. That forced Ty Dillon up the hill on the entry to turn 3. It's also going to let these top 2 cars of Austin Dillon and Ross Chastain gap the field. Almost 4 wide entering turn 1. Ryan Blaney still falling back several positions on the outside. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. He managed to catch the top 2 leaders. Ross Chastain being pushed by the 19 into turn 1. It looks like Chastain will take the lead. The 55 had it for a moment, but the 3 cars still fighting back on the outside line. Truex still committed to pushing the 55. And Chastain is now the leader. Martin Truex Jr. moves up into 2nd position. Chase Elliott has now re-caught up to these leaders. Still runs in 4th spot. There was a little bit of contact between the 19 and 55, but Truex down to the inside. In the turn 1, it looks like the 19 car of Truex is now the leader. Ross Chastain still trying to fight back on the outside line. Looks like he might have to try a crossover in the 3 if he's got the momentum. No, he does not. He'll just take the corner entry up on the outside. And that has led Austin Dillon on his inside, and now the 3 car up into 2nd. Dillon hasn't won a Cup Series race since the Daytona 500 of 2018. Ross Chastain with a big run up the outside line on the exit of 2. He might be able to clear the 3 into turn 3. Yes, he will. Chastain back up into 2nd, Dillon into 3rd, 4th position held by Logano, and Kevin Harvick has already driven his way back into 5th. We should mention that the spring race winner from last season of this Texas event, Jimmy Johnson, runs in 32nd position. Very far off the pace, but then again, look at Brad Keselowski. Currently runs in 36th position. Austin Dillon still running side by side with Cole Custer. Remember that Custer is 1 lap down. Dillon cannot pass a lap car to try and challenge Chastain for 2nd, who has been gaining ground on the 19. Daniel Suarez now moves up into 5th position, but Chase Elliott will make it 3 wide into 3. We haven't mentioned William Byron very much today, but he currently runs in 8th spot. Daniel Suarez has taken 5th position. Chase Elliott trying to take 6th off Harvick. The gap between leader Truex and 2nd position Chastain is now out to 0.4 of a second. Eric Almirola, who's been relatively quiet since the end of stage 1, now just moved his way back up into the top 10 on the inside of Kyle Busch. And Austin Dillon has finally gotten by the lap traffic of Matt DiBenedetto and Cole Custer. He might finally be able to challenge Ross Chastain for second position. We now have less than 10 laps to go in Stage 2. Ross Chastain starting to gain ground once again on Martin Truex Jr. This is the battle for fourth position between Daniel Suarez and Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick has started to fall out of the picture, who currently runs in 8th spot, with the winner of this race last fall, Clint Bowyer, running in 9th position. Kurt Busch, after trying that two-tire strategy at the beginning of Stage 2, has fallen down to 15th position. He has the lap car of Denny Hamlin separating himself between 14th, Chase Briscoe. And the caution flag is out. The 42 car of Larson has spun on turn 1. Martin Truex Jr. is the leader in the race back to the flag. Ross Chastain in second. Austin Dillon runs in third and fourth spot, held by Chase Elliott. Into turn 1, Kyle Larson and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. were battling for 34th position when Stenhouse turns him way up the hill and makes severe contact with the outside retaining wall. The only cars to stay on the racetrack are Ross Chastain, who assumes the lead. Second position will now be Ryan Preece and teammate Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who caused the crash. First car off pit road is Martin Truex Jr. above Austin Dillon. Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Daniel Suarez are the first 5 cars off. Ross Chastain decided to head down pit road this time by. That is not a very good move for strategy, because that will cycle the lead into Ryan Preece's hands. And we are going to have a very short 2-lap dash to decide who will win Stage 2. Ryan Preece the leader, teammate Stenhouse in second, Truex in third, Austin Dillon runs in fourth. Ross Chastain will likely recycle out in last position. There's the green flag for Ryan Preece. Only 2 laps to decide the stage. He's got a push coming from Stenhouse, but Stenhouse jumps to the bottom. Abandons his teammate. Preece starting to fall massively back. That leads to the 3 car of Dillon taking up second position. And Stenhouse hits pit road. So now Austin Dillon will take the white flag for Stage 2. Austin Dillon cuts down in front of Kevin Harvick. Harvick trying to go up on the outside to win the stage. Might be going just a little bit too wide. They're going to be side by side down to the line. There was a bit of side drafting. It's still Harvick to win Stage 2. He will sweep the first 2 stages. Kevin Harvick won that stage by only 15 thousandths of a second. NASCAR on Speed Station is being brought to you by Built by Me Chassis and Engine Parts, by Smeat Heat, the real canned meat paste, and by Start & Park, the official motel brand of NASCAR. A few cars decide to stay out on the racetrack on this cycle of pit stops. Ryan Newman will assume the lead above Clint Bowyer, the winner of this race last fall. The strategy really didn't work for the 2 JTG cars, as Ryan Preece and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. are now 1 lap down. Kevin Harvick was first off pit road above Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, and Martin Truex Jr. And we are green for the final stage. Ryan Newman gets a good jump above the 14 car. He's already able to clear the lap car of Denny Hamlin into turn 1. The 2 SHR cars trying to hook up on the outside line, those being Bowyer and Harvick. Bowyer goes a little bit wide. Harvick made slight contact. The whole field got bunched up for a few seconds. Bowyer has managed to clear the pack and still runs in second spot. Ryan Newman has separated himself from second position by the lap car of Denny Hamlin. Here comes Harvick up the inside of Bowyer. Teammates running side by side into turn number 1. It looks like Harvick's going to take the spot. Kevin Harvick's rubber is only about 2 or 3 laps fresher than Clint Bowyer's, so it really shouldn't matter all that much. As we just saw, Clint Bowyer clears Harvick on the high side entering turn number 3. Daniel Suarez holds 4th position above Joey Logano in 5th spot. They're trying to get by the lap cars of the 47. They made pretty significant contact coming off turn number 4. Here comes a move by Bowyer on the inside of Newman. Bowyer trying to make it 2 wins in a row at Texas. They still run side by side, but at the start-finish line, it is Clint Bowyer is the leader. He has teammate Kevin Harvick right up on his inside. Harvick tried to make the move to the low side into 1, but could not do it, as the 6 car has a run coming up on the outside. 3 wide into turn 3 for the lead. Harvick making the move down on the low side. And he will easily take the position. Kevin Harvick now back out front, the winner of the first 2 stages and going for 3 wins in a row. Kevin Harvick has actually gapped 2nd position by almost half a second. 2nd spot still held by the 6 car of Ryan Newman. Clint Bowyer runs in 3rd. Daniel Suarez runs in 4th, and William Byron has made his way up into 5th position. William Byron has just been passed by the lap car of Cole Custer. Custer, whoa, a little bit of contact between the 6 and 14. That's the battle for 2nd position. That's going to move the 6 car on the inside of the 11. But still, like I was about to mention with Custer, these guys just can't get around the lap cars. I mean, if Custer was on the lead lap, he'd have a pretty good run going. Suarez just got by Clint Bowyer for 3rd spot. Bowyer falling back on the outside. Looks like he might fall down to 5th, with Byron moving up into 4th. Cole Custer just moved Suarez up the hill. Remember that Custer is still a lap down. And now William Byron has driven his way up into 3rd position. Byron's still chasing that first career win. Eric Almirola is going 3 wide on the inside of Truex and Logano. That's the battle for only 8th position. Kurt Busch has now moved his way back up into 7th, with Tyler Reddick running the 8 car is in 6th spot. It looks like finally Ryan Newman will be able to clear the lap car of Denny Hamlin. Daniel Suarez right up on the back bumper of the 6 into turn 1. Jimmy Johnson, who was not having a very good run earlier on today, has now driven his way up into 13th position. Very soon he might be able to get a spot in the top 10. Ryan Newman has gained an awful lot of ground on Kevin Harvick. The separation is only a little over 2 car lengths. And with this long green flag run, we might start to run into lap traffic, like J.J. Yaley. Daniel Suarez runs in 3rd position, just got by the lap cars of Hamlin and Cole Custer. Ryan Newman had a very bad exit of turn number 2, fell back about 0.3 of a second off of Harvick. Now the separation back out to 0.4. Clint Bowyer makes a move on the inside of Suarez. The 14 car of Bowyer back up into 3rd position. Suarez lost a lot of momentum on the exit of 4, might even let William Byron by. Now they run side by side. That's the battle for 4th spot. Bowyer up into 3rd. Ryan Newman still falling back off of Harvick. And here comes a move by Bowyer on the inside of Newman. And into turn 1, Newman will power past the 14 car up on the high side. The top 7 cars now run all in a row without a single lap car in between. Well, there was contact between the 00 and 14 into 1. They both managed to hang on, but here comes a move by Suarez down the back straightaway. That will easily move Suarez up into 3rd position. The 6 car of Newman is heading down pit road. That moves Suarez up into 2nd spot, and now the gap between 1st and 2nd is out to almost 1 second. And after 1 lap without Newman riding behind the 4, Suarez gained 0.4 of a second just in that 1 lap on the 4 car. And now the 00 has a big run coming off of turn 2. Turns down to the inside of the 4. And off of corner number 4, Daniel Suarez is now the leader. Pole sitter Eric Almirola is back up into 3rd position. Fourth spot is held by Tyler Reddick, and fifth by Martin Truex Jr. Kevin Harvick still fighting back on the outside line for the lead. He holds it once again just for a moment. But Suarez starting to fight back as well on the inside. Harvick had to get out of the throttle. And now Suarez has finally cleared the four. Martin Truex Jr. and Tyler Reddick hit pit road, as well as Clint Bowyer and Ross Chastain. They're hoping to make their pit stops now so they won't have to later, in a three-wide move into three by Eric Almirola. Tried to make the pass for the lead, but they're all heading down pit road this time by. The 22 car of Logano will stay out and assume the lead. William Byron runs in second now, and Kyle Busch up to third. Logano will hit pit road this time by, as well as the 24 and 18. The 81 car of Brandon Jones has not pitted yet, as well as John Hunter Nemechek and Drew Herring. Those are the three cars that remain on the racetrack, hoping to catch a caution. And it looks like their strategy will not pan out, as the 81, 38, and 96 head down pit road this time by. Kevin Harvick once again got blocked in, exiting his pit stall. He has fallen down about 6 positions, but since it's a green flag cycle, that's almost 3 seconds that he lost on pit road. And after this cycle of stops, the leader is now Ryan Newman. He holds the lead above Tyler Reddick. Third position held by Suarez, and fourth by Clint Bowyer. Here comes a move by Reddick on the inside of Newman. Tyler Reddick has now taken the lead off of Ryan Newman. Daniel Suarez around the outside will get by the lap car of Denny Hamlin. Here's a move by Suarez on the inside of Newman. Still running side by side in the apex of 1 and 2. Ryan Newman starting to get a run on the outside. The 6 car back up into second position. You might enjoy to hear that Harvick has actually fallen back 2.5 seconds off of leader Tyler Reddick. Behind him is Martin Truex Jr. runs in 6th, and pole sitter Eric Almirola, who runs in 7th position. Now Suarez trying the top side on Ryan Newman. Had to fall back in line. Almost pushing on the exit of turn number 4. The gap separating Newman and Reddick is now out to 0.3 of a second. Here's Bowyer on the inside of Daniel Suarez, but Suarez building a run up on the outside. Suarez will pass Bowyer and Newman both on the outside line. Now has a run on Reddick for the top spot. Tyler Reddick being hounded by the 00 of Suarez right now. On the exit of turn number 2, Suarez trying to make a move on the inside. There's the move. Daniel Suarez will now take the lead on the exit of turn number 4 off Reddick. Clint Bowyer trying to take advantage of the 8 car losing momentum to try and attempt to take second position. But Reddick using momentum on the high side, trying to challenge the 00 by side drafting on the high side. But he has to fall back in line on the exit of turn number 4. All this battling for the top 4 spots has let Kevin Harvick, who runs in 5th position, catch up to the leader by less than 1 second. Bowyer and Reddick still run side by side for second position. Ryan Newman trying to make it almost 3 wide. Newman had to jump back in the line. We have 2 lap cars in front of leader Suarez, J.J. Yeley and Garrett Smithley. Kevin Harvick has now caught up to this lead draft. Daniel Suarez still holds the lead. The outside line being slowed up by J.J. Yeley. Suarez will now get by the lap car of Garrett Smithley on the inside. Tyler Reddick just went 3 wide through the middle. He's trying to get back up into second position. And he will clear the 14 car entering turn number 3. A little bit of contact between the 11 and 6. Ryan Newman almost went for a pass in the grass. Tyler Reddick trying to build another run on the 00. Down the back straightaway, looking to the inside. Moves the 00 up the racetrack on the entry to 3. And Reddick is now back out front. Clint Boyer now back up into second position. Martin Truex Jr. now runs in third with Suarez falling back on the outside. Tyler Reddick had to get out of the throttle on the exit of turn number 2. Lets Boyer on his inside. Remember, he won this race last fall. Still trying to go for 2 wins in a row at Texas. Runs side by side with the 8 off turn number 4. Tries side drafting on the exit of the corner. At the start-finish line, it's still being led by Tyler Reddick, but Clint Boyer holds the lead for a moment, entering turn number 1. The 19 car slides dead sideways off the front end of the 6. That chokes up the inside line, but the battle for the lead still ongoing. Tyler Reddick will clear the 14 car of Clint Boyer on the entry to turn number 3. Clint Boyer had to get out of the throttle on the exit of 2, let Suarez back out on his outside. Will Truex try to make it 3 wide? Yes, he will. Truex goes 3 wide into 3. Cycles back down to 2 wide, but Martin Truex Jr. looks like he will take second position off of Daniel Suarez. Down the back straightaway, the 00 will cut down in front of the 19, entering turn number 3. The 19 car just gave the 00 a big push to get on the inside of the 8. But Suarez could not hold that much momentum on the bottom. So now Tyler Reddick will clear the 00 car once again, with an even bigger lead this time of almost 0.3 of a second. Ryan Newman trying to get a run up on the inside of the 14 car. This is the battle for 4th. That moves Harvick up into 5th position once again in the top 5. Daniel Suarez starting to build that run once again on the 8 car. Got a good exit of turn number 2. Tries to look to the inside into 3. But the 00 really just can't hold the bottom. Had to back out of the throttle once again. We have 2 lap cars up in front of the leaders. Those being Kyle Larson and Brendan Poole. We now have less than 10 laps to go here at Texas. Kevin Harvick back up into the mix. Currently runs in 5th position. Recall the dangerous moves he made to win stage 2. What will he try to do to win the race? He now takes 4th position off of Martin Truex Jr. There's the lap car of Kyle Larson in front of leader Reddick. Larson forces Reddick to go to the high side. But that does not slow up the 8 car very much as the 42 blocks the 00. But the 15 as well blocked the 8. Lap cars have been an issue all day with the leaders. But now more than ever. Kevin Harvick is stuck up on the outside line. That's going to drop him down to around 7th position. 2nd spot still held by Daniel Suarez. 3rd by now Eric Almirola. Looks like they are finally going to get by the lap car of Kyle Larson. Suarez building a very big run on Tyler Reddick on the exit of turn 2. Makes his look to the inside. Suarez going for his 3rd career win and Reddick going for his 2nd. They side draft on the exit of 4. Reddick is still the leader at the start-finish line. Who will get it off turn 2? Reddick gets a good exit of turn number 2 on the outside. They're still going to be side by side, but it looks like the 8 car of Reddick will clear the 00 once again on the exit of 4. Kevin Harvick has just made his way up into 4th position. Eric Almirola right on the back bumper of the 00 for 3rd. The 00 car back on the inside of the 8. Moved Reddick up the racetrack, but Suarez had to get out of the throttle. Kevin Harvick has now moved his way up into 3rd position. Remember that he is going for 3 wins in a row. The lap car of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is in front of leader Reddick. Looks like he will get out of the way. And at the start-finish line, we are going to have only 2 laps to go here at Texas. Harvick tries to move the 00 car up the racetrack. This is the battle for second position. Whoa, and the 4 car gets turned dead sideways. The real pass in the grass happens. As we now have the white flag here at Texas, the 00 car will retake second position. And that was a perfect opportunity for Reddick, as he has now extended his lead out to half a second. And the winner of the Daytona race last August, Tyler Reddick, will now come off turn number 4 to win his second career Cup Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. Oh, no, contact between him and the 10 car after the checkered flag. I wonder what this is about. The race winner has wrecked under caution, actually after the checkers. Incredible. Tyler Reddick wins his second career Cup Series race above Daniel Suarez. Kevin Harvick in third, who finally gets his win streak broken. Eric Almirola in fourth, Clint Boyer in fifth, Martin Truex Jr. in sixth, Kyle Busch in seventh, Joey Logano in eighth, William Byron in ninth, and Ross Chastain round out the top 10. And after 6 races this season, Kevin Harvick is still the point leader by 16 points above Daniel Suarez, who moves up to second. Joey Logano stays third in points, Denny Hamlin falls down to fourth, Jimmy Johnson still runs fifth in points. Chase Briscoe now up into 6th position in points, Ross Chastain up to 7th, Martin Truex Jr. up to 8th in points, Ryan Blaney still remains in 9th, and Ryan Newman falls down 4 positions in points down to 10th. And in the playoff standings, Kevin Harvick obviously still atop it because of his 2 wins. Tyler Reddick now locked into the playoffs. And as we look down to the cutoff line, Chris Buescher is 8 points above the cutoff, Kurt Busch 7 points above, Boyer is 4 points above, Larson is only 1 point above, Almirola is down by 1, Ty Dillon is out by 3, and William Byron is out by 11. The next race is the Federated Auto Parts 400, the first race at Nashville since 1984. Catch it right here on the Speed Station.